we got thoughts. We got Uganda passes a bill making it illegal to identify as LGBT, imposes the death penalty. Let's get to it.
Get away with a great deal at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away.
In our country, we will have our morals. We will protect our children. And we are making this law. We are making this law for ourselves. We are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda. In our
Woo! I agree. I think everybody agree if we can make it like that. And the problem is, it's because it's creating more mental illness. That's the biggest thing. More mental illness is created when you start pushing people towards this way of thinking. Are there people naturally born like that? Yes. Are there women who like other women? Yes. But it's all some form of mental transformation. I mean, it's all mental. Some people are born like that. But nobody... You shouldn't be promoting it to little kids. That's the biggest problem. And I think that people should have to wait till they're 18 to make that determination. And the reason why I say that is because I have friends that are like that. And I've talked to them and they say, yo, I really, really, really feel this way. But a lot of them do have bad childhoods. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of them have bad childhoods and some of them are watching right now. And I'm just letting you know that it is, in my opinion, a form of mental illness that we are sensitive to. But in society, we became a little bit too sensitive to it to the point where it's like, if you're not that, then you're a bad person. They're trying to convince people that if they're not like that, then they're a bad person just for saying that it's different. It's almost like you have to say in the United States that you are it. Like, yeah, I'm gay. And then everybody's like, oh, he's the cool one because he's gay. Or I'm lesbian. Oh, he's cool because he's lesbian. Then the ones, oh, I'm queer. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's cool because he's that. Everyone is being accepting of it. Why? Because it's the easy way to get sex when you're emotionally scared. It's easy. In those communities, and like I said before, the LGBT community, all everyone do is give each other compliments. They compliment each other. You'll see the ugliest LGBT person getting big compliments from someone else in the LGBT. That's it. Everyone's just constantly giving each other compliments because everybody is sensitive. And when they get the compliments, they act like they're so humble, but they know like, I'm not really it. Like, I'm not really it. Like, I'm just happy they're saying it to me because I said it to them to make them feel better. And they're just telling me it to make me feel better. So I act like I'm humble. It's a fake world. It's a fake world with fake emotions towards each other. Because one thing about the LGBT that you're going to find out and that you are going to notice in life is that they all turn on each other. They all talk behind each other back. At some point, they all get in a deep conversation, a deep heated argument, and they're not talking to each other no more. But at the beginning of the relationships with them, they're always nice people that like to hand out a lot of compliments. And then when they're by themselves, there's a lot of depression. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel like we need to get back to the basics in order to fix life. But on the other end, we have no control over that. Cyrus Haynes with the $4.99. Big shout outs, bro. Really appreciate it. And he donated twice today, so you get the... Big shout outs to that dude. I kind of feel like we need to get back to the basics, but we can't get back to the basics. And the reason why we can't get back to the basics is because the more people get pushed in that community, the more powerful it is to control people. We're headed down a road of slavery. People don't see it yet. We're headed down the road of slavery, but this time around, it's going to be white slaves. It's going to be black slaves. It's going to be Latino slaves. You're going to have all sorts of variety of slaves nowadays because everybody's becoming too emotional. The more emotional you are, the less motivated that you are going to be. So if everybody is running around just waiting to be spoon-fed happy thoughts all the time, we're not going to go anywhere as society, and that's what's going on. everyone is being spoon-fed happy thoughts, and then everybody's acting like they're humble. It's fake gratification. To me, that community is a fake gratification. Why? Most of the lesbians are going to end that relationship and fight. The same thing with the gays. The bisexuals, that's just a young thing that people are going to experience. Trans is very real because it's the biggest form of manipulation. Now, they're getting these people at young kids. They're telling 8, 9-year-olds it's okay for you to change if you wake up and feeling different, knowing good well those kids are going to change. And queer, I don't even know why you're there. You know what I'm saying? So to me, yes, it's too many ideologies that's just covering for you being lost, for you just trying to figure it out. That has to be corrected. So I do agree with Uganda passing that law for that. But in the United States, don't even look for that to get passed whatsoever, because this country is really in a position to get conquered. After yesterday, what's happening with Putin in China, this is crazy. All right, let's get to the next video. All right, we have here, man caught allegedly setting his girlfriend house and cars on fire. I don't want to watch that. And the Tekashi video. All right, here we go. All right, this says, bruh, women claim they don't shower or wash their hands and does nothing. Let's get to it. I think this is from the Whatever podcast.
I made the conscious decision to stop washing my hands. I think when I was in college.
Was it college for you?
I don't know. That's when I remember it, because one of my good friends from college also doesn't wash her hands, and it was like how we had that bonding experience. One day I was like, I'm just not gonna wash them. She was like, I'm not either. I don't wash my hands.
I don't really trust people that wash their hands because, well, one, I don't think it does anything to actually wash. It doesn't do anything to actually wash them.
I do wash if I go number 2.
They didn't used to wash them back in like way back in the day when they didn't have, and you would go to the bathroom out in the outhouse. Nobody washed their hands then, and there was less diseases.
I sometimes, like, when my roommate's home, I'll have to, like, turn the water on, because I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm, like, disgusting.
I'll, like, text. I'll, like, turn the water on and, like, take a text break
No,
and be
literally,
like...
I'm like, When you're at work and someone that you know goes into the stall, you're like, well, I guess I'll fake washing my hands now.
We're always in the bathroom with Kate, and I'm always like...
We also don't shower. I made the conscious decision to...
See, this is how I treat girls, just like this. Tomboys. Right? Women are going into the world where masculine men like me look at them as tomboys. First of all, these type of women, I ain't even never around. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I wouldn't even be in the same room with them. I wouldn't even if they was here walking through here, it would be like, why are you here? We shouldn't even be in the same places together. Like, we should not. There's no reason for me to talk to girls like this. But you have to understand, guys, a lot of women, they are nasty like this. They're nastier than that. You guys are watching a lot of porn. You're watching a lot of these podcasts. You're hearing women confess to this, women confess to that. Women have become moralless. That's the sad part about it. They don't have much morality. And I don't need to say all women, because I'm not going to say all women. I'm going to say most of Generation Z women. This is how they are. And that's why I feel sorry for Generation Z guys. It's because I don't think that there's no way for a lot of these guys to get ahead now. Because the women at your age, I hate to see what's going to happen with their kids. That's the problem. Like, in 20 years, I want to see what these kids are really doing. Because right now, you got 7, 8, 9-year-olds that's running around acting like they're full-blown adults. I could just imagine what happens when their kids start having kids. At some point, you're going to have to move into the middle of the woods. All right.